Ever pondered why some individuals seem to command respect and wield influence effortlessly, while others struggle to make their voices heard? Could it be a hidden force at play, or a mere trick of the mind? Today, we delve into the intriguing realm of psychology to explore the principles of power and influence. Imagine this: a small, nondescript town named Springfield. In this town there are two notable figures, Mr. Smith and Mr. Brown. Mr. Smith, a man of significant wealth and status, is known for his stern demeanor and strict rules. On the other hand, Mr. Brown, the town's humble baker, is known for his kindness and generosity. Despite his riches, Mr. Smith struggles to gain the respect and admiration of his fellow townsfolk. Mr. Brown, with his modest means, is loved and respected by all. The question is why? The answer lies in the principles of power and influence. Power, in its simplest form, is the ability to control resources and outcomes. Mr. Smith, with his wealth, certainly has this power, yet he fails to command respect. This is because power alone isn't enough to create influence. Influence, on the other hand, is the ability to shape perception and behavior. Mr. Brown, with his kindness and generosity, has this influence. He is able to sway the townsfolk not through control but through empathy and understanding. This brings us to the first principle of influence and power: authenticity. People are more likely to be influenced by individuals they perceive as genuine. Mr. Brown's authenticity, his genuine kindness and concern for others, gives him the power to influence. The second principle is reciprocity. Humans are wired to return favors and kindness. Mr. Brown's generosity prompts the townsfolk to reciprocate his kindness, thus strengthening his influence. The third principle is scarcity. People value what's rare. In Springfield, Mr. Brown's selfless acts are a rarity, thus increasing his influence and respect among the townsfolk. Now, with these principles in mind, it becomes clear why Mr. Brown, the humble baker, wields more influence than Mr. Smith, the wealthy man. It's not about the amount of power one possesses, but how one uses that power to influence others. In conclusion, the psychology behind power and influence is complex yet deeply rooted in human behavior. It's not about control, but about understanding, authenticity, reciprocity, and scarcity. Whether you're a wealthy businessman or a humble baker, remember, influence is not about what you have, but about who you are and how you treat others. So, the next time you find yourself in a position of power, think of Mr. Smith and Mr. Brown. Who would you rather be? The man with all the power but no influence, or the man with little power but immense influence? The choice, as always, is yours.